This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. A lot of people in MAGA world like to talk about violence, about calling for a civil war. Usually it's under the guise of the Democrats want another civil war. They use their culture war, whatever it is in the time, whether it be Colin Kaepernick kneeling peacefully and quietly during the national anthem, whether it be Confederate monuments, whether it be the all-on rhetorical and physical assault on LGBTQ people in this country. It's always something that is going to cause another civil war. And two things are, one, it's always people like Greg Gutfeld who won't be in the fight if indeed there is another civil war. He's protected in his little alcove of wealth. He's a tiny, physically weak individual who would never, I would hurt my manicure if I was to go to war. But he's free and actively talking about that very thing. I'm going to play this clip, and I want you to take note of a couple things. One is his woeful misremembering. I believe it's intentional, but his misremembering of history. That the Democrats we want to start a war because we want to protect trans rights. We want to protect gay and lesbian rights. We want to protect marginalized communities. And because of that, we're going to start a war. And then he says, we're going to lose it again, as though it was liberals who were on the side of the Confederacy the first time, as though the parties had no switch over the course of decades to get to where we are now. Watch this ridiculous moment from Greg Gutfeld, the gutless wonder, on Fox News.
So what he does is he shifted the debate to children. She didn't, he did. Mm-hmm. So all of a sudden now you're into this world of gender affirmation care, which is the removal of healthy organs from children who are going through some kind of confusion, all right? So if the Democrats, Dick Durbin, you want to defend the removal of healthy organs for kids, have at it. You'll just start another war like you did with slavery, and you're going to lose this one too, because no one thinks this is good. No one thinks this is moral. You have to ask yourself, when people were defending slavery and when they were defending Jim Crow or when they were going through Nazi Germany, why didn't people realize what they were doing was evil? There are doctors that are removing healthy organs. Yep. They're removing external genitalia, breasts. They're blocking puberty, which billions of people have gone through. Billions of people have gone through puberty. The idea of stopping it, maybe perhaps it's for a rare cancer, but this is not what we're talking about. These people don't see themselves as villains. They don't, but they are. And they may not see this for years from now. We were talking about this in 100 years. Will we see eating animals as something that is disgusting? I don't think you even have to go that far. In 10 years, the people that participated in this butchery, they will lose their medical license. They may go to jail, because the more people learn about this, the more disgusted they are. And it crosses all political lines. It crosses all races, creeds, and get this, sexual orientation.
First of all, it must be said that gender-affirming surgeries are almost exclusively not happening to children. That's just it is just nonsense and propaganda and a lie from Greg Gutfeld. The vast majority, with maybe the exception of tiny fraction, are adults who are making decisions for themselves. So that's just a lie. Secondly, and maybe less important, would Greg Gutfeld have you believe that the fight against slavery was conservatives? That the fundamental alteration of the makeup of our nation was fought for, in the abolition of slavery, was fought for by conservatives. And it was liberals, progressives, who wanted to maintain the status quo of slavery in this nation. Because I can't imagine, short of morons like Charlie Kirk, I can't imagine anyone buying that. This is the same talking point you hear when idiots like this, and I get calls from them all the time, they say it was the Democrats who started slavery, who had slaves. It was the Democrats who founded the KKK, ignoring the switch that happened between the parties, the Southern strategy, which I've done videos on. Search my name and Jesse Dollemore Southern Strategy, and I outline it in great detail with audio recordings of people who strategized it, who made it happen, who put it into action. But it's these same people who say that the Democrats started the KKK, who just fully ignore that anytime you see someone with a Confederate flag or a Nazi or a KKK person at a rally, they're not Democrats. Those are Republicans. Those are Trump supporters. I hope no one is fooled by the fact that David Duke, the former Grand Wizard of the KKK, endorsed Donald Trump, was a vocal supporter of Tucker Carlson. The Southern strategy was real. It wasn't liberals who wanted to maintain slavery in the United States. It was progressives who fought and died to abolish the indecent, immoral, barbaric, horrible practice of owning human beings as property. But all this serves for Greg Gutfeld to get to talk on his new show about another civil war, stoking fury within a Fox News audience, stoking fear that we're coming, the liberals are coming. You don't get to have it two ways. You don't get to have it that we're all beta, cuck, soy boys, libtards, weak, blue-haired liberals who want to drink our soy lattes, but also we're a threat to the republic in a military manner. You don't get it both ways. But a Fox News audience, they don't care. They're being told what they want to hear, what makes them feel good, what makes them feel outraged about the things they hold so dear. And Fox News will promote it. Fox News continues to employ these people who are actively engaging in a betrayal of American values, or the ones that we aspire to have, the ones we claim we have, and some of us want to put it actually into practice. Equal justice under the law, equal protection under the law, equality under the law. What do you think? I'd love to know about this. You can leave me a brief voicemail, 714-576-4054. You can also email me, daily@dollemore.com. Thanks for joining me today. If I bring you value and you'd like to support my work, click that join button below, click the super thanks button below, or go over to patreon.com/IDoubtIt podcast. You can follow me on social media. I'm just about everywhere, @Dollemore. I love you guys. I appreciate you very much. I'll see you next time. I'll see you too, Greg Gutfeld, in the war. Be genuine. Take care of one another.